Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 7. So last time we took out Slash Man, and now we're gonna head to Spring Man stage. And you kind of get the sense that Capcom and Dr. Wily were running out of ideas here. Because springs aren't entirely intimidating. But whatever. And this stage always had kind of a circus-like feel to me. I guess it's not technically a circus, but it just felt like one to me. Okay. Now you want to have super adapter equipped, because it'll help out a lot through this stage. And I want that one up, so I'm just gonna grab it. As you might expect, there's a lot of springs in this stage that are gonna bounce you around all over the place. And unlike the ones in, was it Nightman stage in Mega Man 6? I think so. Unlike those springs, these ones actually make sense to be here. Whoops. Excuse me. Now right here is something I don't really need right this second, but if you summon Rush and have him search right here, he's gonna find something. And if you're really low on health, this is definitely worth it to just stop and pick up. It's a humongous life energy. And I don't know if it refills like all your health, but it certainly refills a tremendous amount. So again, if you're low on health, it would be worth it to go after that. Oops. Now we want to come up here towards the left, in the upper left corner, and we want to land on this thing. And we'll see if this wants to cooperate. Which it doesn't seem to want. Oh my goodness, really? The thing is, you can change the direction of these Jack-in-the-Box type enemies. Come on, change. There we go. That's what I want. So you want it to face to the left, and it knocks out that little door. Now don't jump here. What you want? Well, you could jump. Just be very careful. Do not make sure the jump button is not pressed when you're hitting those springs, or you'll jump up and hit those spikes. But that item is the Hyper Bolt, and that is something that Auto is going to want. If we come up here, we can get an E-Tank, which, you know, I'm going to need because I've gone through a whole bunch of them already. And again, without the super adapter, this section is a whole lot more difficult. But we're through it. And an extra life. Ah, thank you, Sniper Joe. You really like me. And, oh gosh. Oh, that's cute. That, you gotta admit, that's really cute. No, it's a guy met and a little pink met with a ribbon and the bow. Oh, it's so cute. That really is cute. I like that. I like that. I do. I have to admit, I have a soft spot in my heart for the little minions, the little mascot minions. Springman is weak to the Slash Claw, as you can probably tell already since I'm using it. But he's one of those robot masters that if you use their weakness, he gets stuck in a pattern, and it's incredibly easy to exploit. Basically, you hit him, he jumps into the middle of the room, he'll jump high in the air, and then he'll launch his fist at you. And it's fairly easy to avoid, although that one time I kind of was a little slack. It was slacking off a little, but that's okay. Getting hit once or twice is not going to be a big deal. He is the Toad Man of Mega Man 7. And for defeating him, what do we get, Mega Man? The Wild Coil launches one coil forward and one coil backward, right? Yes, but remember to charge the coils to make them jump higher. And as stupid as this weapon sounds, and as stupid as this weapon looks, it actually does have its uses and will be important in a couple of fights coming up. But yeah, that's to come up later. So that's it for Springman. But before we end the episode, there's one thing I want to do. Let's go ahead and visit the shop, since we haven't been here yet. Now, if you visit the shop before getting the Hyperbolt, Otto will tell you, "Oh, I need my Hyperbolt. I can't fix things as well as I normally would." So yeah, but when you give it to him, what it does is two things. It reduces the price of all the items in the store by half. So that in and of itself is really good. But it also adds new items to the list. No, I can work at full power. Look, a new item just for you. I can now make items using half the normal number of bolts. Again, he just told you what I just told you. Select the item you want made. And a lot of the new items are things that we're going to pick up anyway. We've already got the rocket booster thing. The energy equalizer, you could buy it now, but you're going to find it. We're going to pick it up in the next stage. So don't worry about that. You can get it for free. Search Rush you can get for free. Rush Jet you can get for free. The S-Tank I'm going to pick up. And what that does is it refills all your weapons and your health. It's the same thing as an M-Tank, but they changed it to an S-Tank for some reason. I'm also going to pick up the Exit, because that makes it a lot easier to get extra lives and E-Tanks, and I'll show you how I do that in a second. W-Tanks, though, I'm going to purchase as many as I can because those aren't easy to come by. They don't show up until Wily stages, so I'll pick up 2 of them. That should be fine. I'm not going to bother. Don't ever buy 1-ups or E-Tanks from Auto because there's much easier ways to get them. But before we tackle Shademan stage, let's head to Burstman stage real quick. And I'll show you what I do to collect extra lives and E-Tanks. So I'm at 2 E-Tanks and 4 extra lives. And let's equip the S adapter because that makes things so much easier. So the reason why I come to Burstman stage is very early on in the stage there are 2 extra lives and an E-Tank that you can collect very easily, especially if you have the super adapter. So here's extra life number 1. We just pick that up. Here's E-Tank number 1. Well, E-Tank period, because there's only one in the stage. We get an extra set of bolts too. And then if we come up here, here's extra life number 2. So we just picked up 2 extra lives and an E-Tank. And now we can just exit out of the stage and we get to keep those items that we just picked up. And we can go right back inside, grab 2 more lives and another E-Tank. And everything is good. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. As you can see, It just doesn't take any time at all. It's so easy. So why would you ever spend money on E-Tanks and extra lives at Eddie's shop? I mean, it just, you wouldn't. Whoops. And that's what happened if you shoot the bottom part of that enemy instead of the top part. The head splits off and does its own thing. You gotta love the super adapter. And we're at full E-Tanks, just like that. So even though we have a limited number of E-Tanks to work with, as compared to the last couple of Mega Man games in the series, it's very easy to recharge them. Anyway, that will do it for this episode of Let's Play Mega Man 7. I will see you for the next one.